Hi guys, it's Wednesday again, so it's time to unbox some chase cars. And as promised, we're doing Fords today, some Green Machines, and some M2 chase stuff. And I'm also going to give you guys a look at a couple of cars, actually three, that I will not open. One possibly someday, the other two probably I will never open, and I'll tell you why. Because you guys know I usually will open everything. Nothing is sacred for me. So I open everything I got pretty much, or will open them eventually. So first let's do the unboxing, and then I'll go over the ones and show you the reasons why I won't unbox them. So first off, let's start with this guy. This is the newest one that I've acquired. Actually, it's already been cut open 2 days ago. I opened these probably 2 or 3 days ago in preparation for the video. And this one, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably seen pictures of this outside, actually, in the dirt. So yeah, I do take some action shots of these and put them on Instagram after I unbox them. So if you guys want to check out some photos of them in action, same name on Instagram, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast. So it'd be cool if you guys want to follow me there. So let's get this guy out of the package. It's one of 200 made. As you can see, chase pieces limited to 200. So this is a pretty cool truck. The reason I picked it up is because of the green body. I really like the green body. Green Machines, and they're getting rare to find nowadays. So that's the reason I got this guy. Usually I don't buy a lot of the monster trucks. I got some of the USA ones because they're old Chevy, like C20s or C30s. So that's the reason I got them. So I don't do a lot with the monster trucks, but this one is cool with the green body. Do really like this one. And let's try to block out some of that background to get it focused on this. There you go. Really cool. The rear batteries and fuel cell. I will say that Greenlight did a really good job on their monster trucks. I'm kind of impressed with them. And this one doesn't have their gigantic tires on it like some. I've got a C10 set up like this too. These are kind of cool because they're like a everyday 4x4 type of off-road truck. So I really do dig this one. The emerald green paint I always loved on these Green Machines. And the original color would have been like the light blue like you see on all the other golf livery type of paint jobs. So there's the first one in the mix. Now let's go to number 2, which is the NYPD Fox Body from the Hot Pursuit series, issue 14, or series 14, I should say. These are really sought after, these Fox Body Mustangs. This is one of my favorite cars. Well, not favorite cars, but one of my favorite Mustangs, because it was actually my first car. I had an 89 notchback Mustang, so that's why these cars hold a place in my heart. So it's actually the first car that I owned that I drove. My first car was actually a 66 Chevelle, but it was a project car that I never finished. So I ended up buying the Mustang so I could have something to drive. So here is the Fox out of its pack. Green base, green wheels, and this is kind of strange. Greenlight sometimes used to number the Green Machines as a regular serial numbered car, so that's why it's 3354, but they probably only made about 100 or 150 of these, 2% of the actual real production, which release 14 probably was still about like 7,000, maybe 5,000, so that's why it would probably be around 100 Green Machines to 200 tops, I would think. So this is a cool one. I have the NYPD Charger, so this goes in some pics with it. And it's amazing how small these cars are compared to a Charger. That's why sometimes I question like the true to scale green light stuff, but started looking at some pictures of these Mustangs. They were actually kind of small, and this new Chargers are actually kind of big. So I guess it would be accurate. Once again, you can see that picture on Instagram. And then this is the F-150 or F-100 1968. This Black Bandit I really liked because it's not overdone. It still has some chrome trim, and the wheels, instead of black, they're green. So that's why this one like kind of popped, and I had to get it. This one has green base, green wheels. I don't know if it's numbered or not. We'll take a look at it once it's out of the package. But yeah, some of the Black Bandits I don't get because sometimes it's just too much black. Certain cars it looks really good. Like in my one video, the 2012 Challenger SRT, that was all black, like the matte black. Looks really good on that car. But really that car is not supposed to have any chrome trim, so that's why I think it looks pretty good. Now this one, like a lot of the old 60s and 70s stuff, has a lot of chrome on it, so it looks good with some of the trim still on it. But the flat black looks cool. Some spots, but this is actually strange because when I opened this package, the inside had like an oil in it. I don't know if they're doing that now to help the paint or something, or I don't know the reason behind that, but when I opened this package, it actually had some oil residue on the truck, and that's the spots that you're seeing here. But flat black paint all around except for the roof is like a semi-gloss black. And let's see, yeah, it has a number 2303. Once again, they didn't make anywhere near that many green machines, so this is also one that's numbered in a regular production. Really cool truck. Dig these old 60s and early 70s F100s. Really like Hot Wheels rendition of it, the Texas Drive 'em. One of my favorite truck castings of all time. And I'm not really a huge Ford fan, but that truck is probably my favorite truck casting, the Texas Drive 'em. And let's check this guy. I didn't even check about the numbers on this one. And there's the number 4321, so this is definitely numbered with the regular production too, because on the package it says they only made 200 of these green machines. Yeah, the Mydro stuff sometimes is a little different than the 2% standard because, excuse me, regular production of the Mydros, you can see, was 4,600, and 2% of that would have only been like 83 or something like that, 85 pieces. So this is a little more than 2%, kind of like, I don't know, maybe 10% or something like that. Production is green machines. But anyways, these are the three greenies that we're opening today. Now, the M2 that we're going to unbox is the 66 Shelby GT350H. This car I really like because I used to own a 66 Fastback Mustang Pro street car that I showed in Cleveland quite a lot back in 2000 and 2001. But that's why this Mustang also holds a place in my heart, this body style. Then just the reputation of the Hearst Rent-A-Car was actually called Rent-A-Racer back in '66 was kind of cool because they marketed it as that, rent this car and race this car at the track. So it's kind of cool. And this one really isn't overdone as a chase car either. Some people even question, is it actually even a chase car, because it's originally black with gold stripes, but start looking at this one closer, all the trim is gold, the wheels are gold, and there's what M2's notorious for, kind of messing up wheel paint or bent axles or misaligned truck beds on the truck. So M2 has some issues too, like all the others, but I've heard some people complain that M2 is getting worse and worse. I haven't experienced a lot of problems with them, but I've heard some horror stories. But luckily this one's nice, just a little bit of mispainting on the wheels. They didn't quite hit the inserts right. So let's get this off the stand and get a better look at it. I think this one has a gold chassis. This is actually the first time this has been out of the package. I just cut the package before the video. The green machines, as I said, have been out of the pack, except the Black Bandit. I haven't done any pics with it yet loose. Just the Mustang and the 4x4 Golf. So there's the M2 Shelby off the stand. Sweet car. Let's close up the door here, close up the hood. Very cool. Gold chassis, as I said, and gold bumpers, lights, and gold engine too. So it's even got the little tack on the dashboard, so they spared no expense on details, so that's cool. So very cool car. This will look good in the pic with the gold and black Cuda and the gold and black Mustang or the gold and black Camaro. So I'll post those pics on Instagram later. So these are the openers for today. 3 greenies and then the M2 Hurst Rent-A-Racer. So that's them there. Now, let's take a look at the ones that I will not open. This one here is a Super Chase Mercury, 1949 Mercury from Autothenics Release 5. This is the most sought after Super Chase Autothenics from the Chrome series. All the other ones do not fetch the money that this one usually does. I just bought this because it was a really good deal at the time when I bought my Daytona and the Roadrunner Super Chase cars. Because I knew what it was worth and I knew I was getting a really good deal on it, but it's really not my cup of tea. If I do collect any type of Merc, usually they're customs, but still yet, this one's nice, and just because of the history, the rarity, it's worth keeping in a collection, but I haven't opened it yet because I don't know if it's got a permanent home in my collection, because I may eventually trade it once I get back to the States for some Super Chase Mopars that I don't have, or I may just pop it out on eBay and see what I can get out of it, but for right now, it's in my collection, but I haven't opened it yet because I don't know, as I said, if it's got a permanent home or not. So that's the one that I was telling you guys about that may be possible, that it may get opened one day. If I decide, yeah, I'm just going to keep it, then we will open it on a video. This, just like all the other Chrome Chase cars, is believed to have had a run of only 108 of each model. So yeah, it's kind of very rare. Although some green machines I have are rarer than these Super Chase cars, but for some reason these Super Chases fetch a high dollar. This one in particular usually goes for minimum $200, upwards of like $350 sometimes. Just like the Daytona, for some reason it sells for $300 to $400 almost every time you see it come up. The other ones, don't know why, they're just as rare, but they usually only go for maybe $70 to about $150 depending on the car. So this guy here is one that's always going to stay in my collection, and this one I will not open, as you can probably see already. The front wheel is the wrong wheel. I don't know if the other side is like that. Not sure. Can't really tell. But it's supposed to have the wheels with the holes in it, like the back wheel, and then the spare wheel on the back of the truck. And this is the green machine. I've never even seen the regular red variant with the wrong wheels on it. They do make this mistake occasionally. I have a Edmonton Police Department Challenger at home in the States with the big wheels on the front and the little skinny front runners on the rear. So that's kind of unique looking too. And it's also a green machine. So that makes it even twice as good. So yeah, that's the reason I won't open this guy, just because of the fact that it's got the wrong wheels on the front, and if you open it, it loses its authenticity because anybody can swap the wheels on a green light car and not make it noticeable. The wheels just pull off the axle and you pop new ones on, no big deal. And this is in a clamshell sealed package, so there's really no way to open this and fake it and put it back in the package. So that gives this 100% authenticity that this is probably a one of one error. As I said in my other video, I would like to see if anybody else has one of these. It would be really cool to see another one. Just any type of green machine error is cool to see. So yeah, that one's very unique. Now, the last one that I want to show you guys is this Mustang by M2. This is from their Auto Drag series. This is actually release 2, and this is a chase car. Not a lot of people knew, but the white car that said this car will be given to the winner of Stock Eliminator, and each of the 4 runs that they had was the chase car. Series 1 was a 57 Chevy, Series 2 was this Mustang, Series 3 was a 54 Dodge, and then Series 4 was a 69 Pontiac GTO. And then after Series 4, they quit making this series. So there's nothing wrong with the car, actually. It's the base that it's mounted on, which usually I don't keep these anyways when I open them. But once again, this would be an easy error to fake. But since this is in a sealed clamshell package that cannot be altered in any way and opened and resealed, it makes this very unique because it's on a double stamped base. But what is very, very unique about this double stamped base is that the stampings are 2 different colors. Like this base went through for 1 run previous to the Auto Drags run. And I have the GTO still in the clamshell package, which we will be opening in a future video. I have to look. I'm not sure what the original color was supposed to be, if it's yellow or white. But that's what's really unique about this. It's almost like this base was in the machine whenever they did changeover from one series, say maybe the Auto Driver series. Then they went to the Auto Drag series. So this is the first one to come out maybe. And it happened to go onto a chase car. So that's what makes this very unique. This is probably another one that I would say is a one of one piece. As I said, I don't think there would even be a regular version. I think this is just a happen by chance to be when they were changing the ink or whatever production they were making from one series to the other. So these are the ones I wanted to show you guys. So this Saturday, we'll be taking a look at the 2nd gen Charger. Really no comparison between brands, just looking at different brands of the 68, 69, and 70. Predominantly the 69 and 70. The 70, I do have some green light and Hot Wheels we can do a comparison on. But they're kind of each is their own type of casting, and I'll explain why on Saturday. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Turn on your notifications because this is a weekly show. Every Monday we do premium unboxings of cars with rubber tires, the higher end Hot Wheels, green light, Auto World, things like this, new and old. Then on Wednesdays, we always unbox at least 4 or 5 chase cars. So that happens on a weekly basis. And then Saturdays, we usually do a review and comparison video. So I got some great information to share with you guys, some great cars to show you. So please comment, like, and subscribe. I answer everyone's comments and try to do it in a timely fashion. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you again on Saturday. Thank you.